Out front now, the spokesman for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, David Keys, is joining me. David, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
So you say that you have ironclad information, is how you put it, that President Obama, the Obama administration, was behind the resolution. But the White House denies this. David, are you saying that they are lying?
What I'm saying is that we have ironclad information from sources in the Arab world and internationally, and we're going to share that information with the incoming administration through the proper channels. And if the new administration chooses to share that information, that's their prerogative.
So are they lying then?
Well, all I can say is that we have that information. It's very clear to us. It's not in doubt, and we are going to pass it through the proper channels.
Why not share that information right now?
Well, because I think that's something that should be shared with the new administration, and that's their choice whether they want to share it or not. But it really goes to the heart of our disappointment about this resolution, which not only was crafted in part by the Obama administration, but was pushed heavily as well by it. And it's a resolution which denies the fact that there is Israeli sovereignty over the Western Wall, one of our holiest sites, that Jews have prayed to for literally thousands of years. And this resolution actually calls that occupied Palestinian territory. That's outrageous. That is shameful. That is inaccurate.
CNN is new reporting that the Prime Minister has actually ordered the Foreign Ministry to suspend all working ties with the 12 UN Security Council members who voted in favor of the resolution. The U.S. abstained. Others voted in favor, of course. David, is this a step towards cutting diplomatic ties here?
Well, some of those ties will be tampered for a period, and ambassadors that voted for this latest resolution have been called in to the Foreign Ministry as well to be told our opinion of how deeply disappointed we are in this resolution. And I think that's only natural because it really is an outrageous resolution. I want your viewers just to capture what this resolution is doing and what it means and how much it pushes peace further away. Think about that Western Wall that everyone can picture, that holy site to Jews who have had a presence there for thousands of years, except when they were ethnically cleansed from that actual area. To call that wall occupied Palestinian territory is just a non-starter. It's absolutely outrageous. And what it tells the Palestinians is there's no need to come to the negotiating table. You shouldn't do that because you're going to get everything you want. But we believe that peace actually comes about when the parties will sit together, when the parties will negotiate together, when we will recognize one another. And the Prime Minister has called hundreds of times to meet with President Abbas. And what a tragedy that he has said no to even meeting Prime Minister Netanyahu for peace talks.
The relationship between the Prime Minister and President Obama is notoriously an icy relationship, to say the very least. If the Prime Minister had had a better relationship with President Obama, do you think this would have happened?
I don't think this is personal. I think it's a difference in worldview. And I think it's unfortunate that President Obama has chosen, as one of his parting shots, to abstain on this vote when he himself had said in 2011, as I mentioned, that statements and resolutions at the United Nations is not the place to bring peace to the Middle East. And so the relationship is very important. The relationship is ongoing. This is not going to be a cessation of ties between America and Israel or anything like that. We look forward to working with the incoming administration, and we appreciate the Democrats and Republicans who vociferously criticized this abstention by the Obama administration in this latest Security Council vote.
David Keys, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.